Man, I really hate boats sometimes. So, if you watched about 2 videos ago, at the end of the day, go in, and the boat won't start, getting no power to the engine at all. Won't even tilt up and down, have to get towed back in. I come home, I clean the battery connections, I put the boat on the charger, and what do you know, the engine lifts up and down. All seems well and good. The next day, I go to Miami and fish with Scott and his boat, so I can leave this sucker charging. Sunday, I go out and fish by land and have a very interesting day where someone called the police on me, and it would have been a great video, and I accidentally deleted all the footage. Yesterday afternoon, I go fish, and I pull up to the ramp, and the engine won't lower up or down or do anything at all. So, worked on it all afternoon, and basically accomplished nothing. Now, next morning, I'm still working on it, trying to fix it.
Oh, back in the end. All right, we finally made it out in the water after multiple days of dealing with battery issues I thought have worked and they didn't, but we're here now out on the water. Today's video is sponsored by Deeper Sonar. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but we have today's a beautiful day to go out in the boat, which means it's a terrible day to fish. It's like crystal blue bird skies, super hot and very windy. So if you were just casually boating, it'd be beautiful, but for fishing, I don't find that very helpful. But we're gonna see what we can do to catch fish. We're gonna start off throwing artificials, and then maybe we'll move to some live bait. But we're just gonna hop onto the GoPro and start working. All right, we're just gonna start working along a mangrove line here, and I'm just throwing an artificial shrimp. We are looking for tarpon, red, snook, trout, flounder, jack, anything, honestly. And I love throwing a shrimp around mangroves or any type of structure, really, because you can work it really slow and you can work it just variable speeds to get a bite, just trying to figure out what these fish want. So that's what we're gonna do. And if that doesn't work, maybe we'll try paddle tail, but we're also gonna be kind of looking out for finger mullet while we're cruising along. And if we see some finger mullet, I'm gonna net them, and we might just turn this into a mullet pitching video, which I'm never against that. It's always a good time. That's got bit right there. Oh, I just dropped the fish. Gosh darn, he was playing with it for a while, man. And I just saw him flash, and it looked like actually like, oh, it's came back at it again. There might be a school of fish here. Unless that fish is just particularly fired up. It might have been, it looked like a trout maybe? I couldn't really tell. When I'm fishing a mangrove line, big pockets like this are, oh, they're money. That's what you want to be targeting, because you're looking for any difference in structure, because you're fishing essentially just a miles upon miles long structure line, and there can be fish anywhere. Like something I always joke around with my friends and say, you know, you'll find fish doing certain things, but at the end of the day, they have fins. They can freaking do whatever they want. They can swim wherever they want. There's nothing stopping them from swimming wherever they want, other than like saltwater fish going too far into freshwater. Even then, so it really doesn't apply all that much. Fish can be anywhere, but you want to throw in high chance areas. Now, if you look what I'm looking at right now, this is what I'm talking about. This is great. You have branches that extend out further than most of the mangrove line. You have pockets that go back pretty far, and they're large pockets, areas where a sizable fish could feel comfortable sitting inside of. And then you have small little pockets, which can be good too. Now, when you're fishing just a flat, straight mangrove line that's exactly the same, I'm never gonna say you can't catch fish there. You definitely can. But when you're fishing an area with a bunch of contours in it, it makes it a lot easier to kind of know, okay, a fish should be here, and you can concentrate your cast a lot more in high percentage areas like big shaded pockets like this, and branches that stick out a good ways, you know, so you can really fish those good high percentage areas doing that.
That'll do it. Alright, we got a handful of finger mullet. One of the annoying parts about finger mullet, they're such a good bait, but honestly, for like every one you catch, 3 of them will either, one will get out the well, one will jump off your hook, and one will get thrown off. So you have to catch a lot of them because they're just very, very delicate, easy baits. They're also very good at jumping away. Anyways, we're about to fish down the mangrove line that I was just fishing with an artificial shrimp. But now we're gonna throw a finger mullet, and we'll see if that makes a big difference for us. I think it's gonna.
All right, finger mullet action is ready to roll. Got a little J hook. We're only running 20-pound fluoro at the moment. I'm just trying to see if maybe we can get some bites. And if I feel like we need to upgrade tackle, then we will. It's no big deal. And all we're doing with this finger mullet is fishing it almost identical to how I would fish an artificial, because I have a hard time just throwing a bait out and letting it sit there and just waiting for an hour for something to happen. I just don't have it in me to do it. So what I like to do is fish these finger mullet like I was fishing that shrimp, where we're looking for good pockets, we're looking for good areas, we're throwing it up in there. We're gonna kind of let our mullet swim around in the mangroves for as long as we can without him getting tangled. And then we're gonna pop him back out, pitch him in the very next hole. Oh, something's got it. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. Holy crap. I don't know what it is yet. We're just gonna slowly pull the trolling motor out. I don't know what it is. It just like inhaled the mullet and just slowly started swimming with it. And the second I set hook, it started running. It's way up in the mangroves. We're just gonna pull it out really slow right now. Really slow. At least it feels like a big fish. Real slow, real slow. All right, we kind of got him out. This is nerve-wracking right now, dude. I have no idea what's on this. I'm gonna back off my leader or my drag quite a bit now that we're out. I saw a little bit of color. Good red, good red. Oh. If it was a snook, it probably would have already frayed us through. Oh my gosh. All right. That happened really quick. What's crazy too is I'm fishing the same mangrove line I just came through with that shrimp, and redfish, they're probably moving a little more than even snook are. So who's saying I might not have ever thrown on that fish, but I very well could have thrown on him, and he denied my shrimp and came back and ate the mullet. Not a huge red, but a good one. He's lit up. This is freaking sick. Oh my gosh. I was so nervous for a little bit, man. I thought he was gonna have me. I even thought he was a lot bigger fish than he actually is, because redfish just got so much pull in them, man. He's not a huge fish. He's just super, super stout though. Oh, sweet. Oh my gosh, that hook was barely in there. This is 1000% the fattest redfish I've ever caught. He's probably only 23, 24 inches, but he is as wide as my hand, man. What an incredible fish. What a good fish to kick off right there, man. I thought he was gonna be a bit bigger the way he's pulling, but if you can see how girthy that guy is, man, it makes sense. Oh, that's awesome. Ooh, off. Instantly off. All right, good fish, pretty quick. Check the leader, make sure she's all right. Seems good. Honestly, no fray, no nothing. I am shocked that fish didn't manage to break me off, but we just played it really, really subtle, really cool. And sometimes the best way to get a fish out of cover is to just like gently pull them out, not try to hammer them out. And it worked out in our favor. We are gonna throw another mullet on, keep flipping, see if we can find some more fish. Oh my God, that is a massive tarpon that just ate a mullet in front of me. I mean, like, 80-pound tarpon just ate right in front of me. Gosh, I can't believe he's just cruising down this mangrove line like that. Oh my gosh, that was freaking insane. I have a big rod with me. I'm gonna have to grab my biggest finger mullet I have, and I'm just gonna slow troll it behind the boat on my 6,000. That was an 80-pound fish, if not bigger. All right, tarpon rod going out back. And the bite's been slow. You know, since I've caught that redfish, it was literally like probably 6 or 7 casts with the mullet, and I caught that red. And then now it's been, I don't think I've actually had a bite. You know, I've seen some good action and some stuff blowing up, but I personally haven't had any action at all. So we're gonna keep flipping this mangrove line here, and then I think we're gonna make a move and try to figure out something different. Maybe we'll fish some docks, or we'll even see if maybe we can find like some deeper holes we can drop a bait into. Son of a gun. I'm about to get smoked by a massive storm, so I had to call it. All right, we have returned back on the water after being pushed out yesterday. It is insanely windy, but I think it could be an okay day. We're gonna go back and see if we can catch some more finger mullet and just kind of repeat what we were doing yesterday and see if the bite's a little bit better now that we're out a little earlier in the morning. We're kind of at the bottom of a low tide, and I'm kind of waiting for it to turn around. So while we're waiting, we're gonna catch some bait, and hopefully once the water starts pumping and moving, it's gonna be on, and we might catch some more reds, some snook. Maybe we'll tackle into some of those big tarpon we saw yesterday. I think it's gonna be an exceptional morning, but we gotta get some bait first, so let's go. Oh my gosh, there's a fish in my first cast. Holy crap. That's my first cast. Just a little snug, but sweet. Awesome, just a little baby snooklet right there. I can't even understate how freaking windy it is right now. All right, I've caught some mullet, but they're all really big. So, or at least they're not finger mullet, I should say. So right now, I'm just gonna work this mangrove line, throw in an artificial shrimp, and see if we may find some reds or another snook, maybe bigger in size than that little squirt. But we'll see. I'd like to catch a few fish and see what we can make do with this windy morning. All right, real quick, I want to talk to you guys about today's sponsor, Deeper Sonar Chirp. Now, they've sponsored videos a few times before, but they've come out with a new model, the Chirp right here. And I'll explain a little bit about what's different about that, but if you don't know what Deeper Sonar is, they make this thing right here. It is a portable sonar system that you can tie onto a rod and reel and cast it out. You can mount it to a mount that'll hang off of your kayak or boat, and the display or the monitor is your phone. So you always have a monitor with you, and you can take this anywhere you go, whether you're fishing ponds, you're fishing from a boat, you're fishing bridges. This thing has a ton of different applications. And with the Chirp, it gives a deeper and better reading. It has a 3-beam system, so it has a better definition when it's reading, and you can get a clear image and a more precise reading on where the fish are and what the depth is, and really see the contours in the bottom of the water. The Deeper Chirp can also scan up to 330 feet into the water. So something being too deep isn't really ever gonna be a problem. An improvement with the Chirp too is insane target separation at 0.4 inches. Literally, I can sit here and think of a million different uses you could do for the Deeper Chirp. Something that I think would be incredible is it has a night fishing mode on it, and you could use this when bridge fishing for snook and be dangerous with it. You could throw it up along the shadow lines or up under the bridge and mark those fish before you start even casting, and you'll know exactly where you need to be targeting your cast, and it will make a huge difference whether you're doing any type of fishing this thing is pretty dope. So I'll leave a link down below if you want to pick up a deeper chirp. I'm very appreciative of them sponsoring this video, and I'm appreciative of you guys for supporting the channel. And so go check out that link down below if you're interested in one of these bad boys. All right, we're gonna make a handful more casts here and see if we can maybe knock out one more fish and call it a vidya. I just wish I had some finger mullet. I just haven't found them today. I found some like regular size silver mullet, but that's not really what I was wanting to throw in these mangroves. So what I've done right here, put a little fluke on, which, you know, a fluke to me more represents like a glass minnow or something like that. But the size wise is pretty good as a comparison for a finger mullet, and especially because a lot of these little silver finger mullet are very, very white to silver color. So I think that'll work just dandy, and we can skip it up underneath the mangroves and get deep in cover and hopefully pull out another red or another snook. Maybe we'll find a tarpon. Tarpon are a big fan of little white flukes here. It's just finger mullet, man. Other than shrimp, finger mullet I would have to say are like the best bait in the world. It feels like nothing can resist a finger mullet. Holy crap, that was a ray. Did you see that? Well, this weather is bumming me out with all this wind, and besides, I got bigger fish to fry, so we are gonna call it here at the moment. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I was stoked to catch that bigger red earlier in the video, and I really thought he was gonna turn out to be like a 30-incher or more, but he just had some serious girth to him and was ready to throw down. Awesome day. Finger mullet, you just can't go wrong. This time of year, there's finger mullet everywhere. Everywhere. If you want to go out and catch fish, go cast net some finger mullet and use them, and you'll probably catch something. Thank you to Deeper for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys go check out that link down below. Thank you to you guys for supporting me and this channel and watching these videos. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We are going to wrap things up here because it is howling. Anyways, that's it for me at the moment. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Make sure you are subscribed. You know, all that stuff. All right, we're done. Till next time, sleep.